Hey there, my name's Evan Causey, and today I'm going to tell you about my good friend, Mr. Toad. As you can see, this is not the real Mr. Toad. However, if you were fooled, don't be too hard on yourself. He is a very handsome statue. Now you're probably saying to yourself, Evan, yes, this is an incredibly dapper toad statue, the most dapper toad statue that I have ever seen in my life. But why does he exist? Why did you choose to put him in your house? And most importantly, I think, why are you telling me this? Well, the answer to all those questions and more can be found out by going back in time. The year is 1949, and Walt Disney releases its animated classic, The Wind in the Willows, into theaters everywhere. The Wind in the Willows stars our protagonist, Thaddeus J. Toad Esquire, also known as Mr. Toad. Now, Mr. Toad is the proprietor of the grand estate Toad Hall. However, despite living in an enormous mansion, he is enormously poor. This is because Mr. Toad spends all his money on the latest fads and crazes, putting himself practically in the poorhouse. Now, this does not go unnoticed by the other anthropomorphic animal creatures. His good friends Molly and Ratty notice his financial crisis and place Mr. Toad in Toad Hall under house arrest. Now, this is not before Mr. Toad sees an automobile for the first time. It's love at first sight. He has automania. He's been spending the past few years driving a horse and buggy around the countryside, and now he can go even faster and make lots of noise. This is a great day for Mr. Toad. Mr. Thaddeus J. Toad Esquire breaks out of his mansion, goes into town, steals himself a motor car, and has a crazy and destructive joyride through the city. This serves as the inspiration to the famous Disney park attraction, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, in which you, your beautiful family, and Mr. Toad get into a presumably stolen automobile and have a crazy and destructive joyride through the city. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride was an opening day attraction for the grand opening of both Disneyland in 1955 and Disney World in 1971. For whatever reason, the lovable rogue of Thaddeus J. Toad Esquire did not appeal to the folk of Orlando the way it did the folk of Anaheim. And in 1998, the Magic Kingdom closed its version of the ride down permanently to make way for the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Disney does like to pay tribute to its fallen comrades, and Mr. Toad is no exception. In the Winnie the Pooh ride, you'll find several paintings depicting Toad characters talking to Pooh characters. Mr. Toad can also be found in one other location in the Magic Kingdom, and that is Liberty Square, next to the Haunted Mansion of all places. Near the cemetery, there is the Pet Cemetery, which, as one might guess, has memorials to famous animals, including... Look familiar? For some reason or other, Disney decided to mass-produce the memorial for Mr. Toad and sell it to the guests so you can take him home and stare at the reminder that he is dead. For always. He is cute, though. Well, everyone, you now know the history behind this Mr. Toad statue. What a wild ride. No, that was a really bad joke. I'm sorry. And, Mr. Toad, he deserves better than that. I'm sorry, Mr. Toad. Thanks for watching, everybody.